Timing is everything, but in a world that moves so fast, patience can feel impossible. The pressure to find the right person can be overwhelming. Society tells us that by a certain age, we should be in a relationship, engaged, or married. When that doesn't happen according to our expectations, doubt creeps in. We start to question if something is wrong with us. We compare our lives to others, wondering why some people seem to find love effortlessly while we are still waiting. It's in these moments of frustration that trusting in divine timing becomes difficult, but also the most necessary. The truth is, just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it never will. Waiting is not a sign of being forgotten, it's a sign of being prepared. If we truly believe that God has a plan for our lives, then we must also believe that his timing is intentional. Every delay serves a purpose. Every season of singleness is an opportunity to grow. Rather than viewing waiting as a punishment, we should see it as preparation. There's a reason why certain things don't happen when we want them to. Sometimes we're not ready for the kind of love we're asking for. Other times the person meant for us is still growing into who they need to be. God's plan is about alignment. He's not just bringing two people together, he's preparing them individually so that when they do meet, their relationship will be strong, purposeful, and built to last. Impatience often leads to settling. When we don't trust in timing, we take matters into our own hands, we rush into relationships that aren't meant for us, hoping we can force something to work. But forced love never lasts. It may bring temporary happiness, but in the long run, it leads to disappointment. A relationship founded on fear of being alone rather than on faith in divine timing will always struggle. That's why it's so important to trust that what is meant for us will not pass us by. Instead of focusing on why love hasn't arrived yet, we should focus on what we can do while we wait. This is the time to build ourselves into the person we are meant to be. It's a chance to strengthen our faith, work on our personal growth, and develop the qualities that will make us a great partner. Love isn't just about finding the right person, it's about being the right person. A healthy, strong relationship requires two whole individuals, not two people looking for someone else to complete them. One of the most beautiful things about trusting in divine timing is that when love does come, it feels different. It doesn't feel rushed, it doesn't feel forced, it feels right. There is peace instead of anxiety. There is clarity instead of confusion. That's because a love that comes at the right time doesn't require chasing. It arrives naturally, effortlessly, and with purpose. The waiting period isn't just about patience, it's about faith. It's about believing that something incredible is being prepared for us, even if we can't see it yet. Just like a seed needs time to grow into a strong tree, love needs time to develop in the right condition. If we rush it, we risk damaging something that could have been beautiful. But if we trust, if we remain faithful, if we prepare ourselves, then when the time is right, we won't just find love, we will find the kind of love that lasts. So instead of asking, why hasn't it happened yet? Ask, how can I prepare for what's coming? Because when we trust in divine timing, we don't just receive love, we receive the right love at the right time with the right person for the right purpose. Many people spend their lives searching for the right person, believing that love is something they must find. They make lists of the qualities they want in a partner, set expectations for what their ideal relationship should look like, and hope to meet someone who perfectly matches their vision. But the reality is that love isn't just about finding the right person, it's about becoming the right person. A relationship is not just about what we receive from someone else, it's about what we bring into it. Too often, people enter relationships expecting their partner to fill the gaps in their lives. They seek someone who will make them feel loved, valued, and complete. But no relationship can thrive when one or both people are looking for someone else to fix what they haven't worked on themselves. Love is not about seeking completion in another person. It is about two whole individuals coming together to build something even greater. This means that the most important work in finding a partner is not searching, it's growing. Becoming the right person requires self-awareness. It means looking inward and asking, am I the kind of person I would want to be with? Many people set high standards for their future partner, but fail to hold themselves to the same level of accountability. They want honesty, yet they struggle with telling the truth. They want kindness, yet they hold on to bitterness. They want loyalty, yet they have a hard time committing to personal growth. The process of becoming the right person starts with recognizing these inconsistencies and working to align who we are with the values we hope to find in someone else. Growth is not an overnight process. It requires time, effort, and a willingness to change. It means addressing personal insecurities, healing from past wounds, and developing emotional maturity. Many relationships struggle because one or both people bring unresolved pain into them. Instead of building a future together, they spend their time battling past experiences. Healing is a personal responsibility. A strong relationship is not built by two people carrying baggage from their past, but by two individuals who have taken the time to unpack, heal, and move forward. Self-improvement is not just about healing, but also about learning. A healthy relationship requires good communication, patience, and understanding. These are not qualities people are born with. They are skills that must be developed. Before expecting someone else to communicate well, we must learn how to express ourselves clearly and listen actively. Before hoping for someone who is patient, we must practice patience in our own lives. Before seeking someone who understands us, we must strive to understand ourselves. Love flourishes when both people have taken the time to develop the skills necessary to nurture it. Another key part of becoming the right person is purpose. A relationship is strongest when both individuals have a clear sense of who they are and where they are going. It is easy to get lost in someone else's world if we have not built our own. Having personal goals, passions, and a strong foundation in faith or values ensures that when we meet the right person, we are not looking for them to give us direction, but rather to walk alongside us as we both pursue a meaningful life. True love is not about finding a perfect person. It is about becoming the kind of person who can build a lasting relationship. It is about preparing, growing, and developing into someone who is ready to love and be loved. When we shift our focus from searching for the right person to becoming the right person, we stop waiting for love to come to us and start preparing to receive it when the time is right. And when love does arrive, it won't just be something we found, it will be something we were truly ready for. Love is one of the most powerful forces in life, but it is also one of the most misunderstood. Many people believe that finding the right partner is about effort, searching tirelessly, making connections, and pursuing relationships even when they don't feel quite right. While effort is important, the truth is that real love isn't something that needs to be forced. When it is meant to be, it happens through alignment, not pressure. There is a difference between working for something and forcing something. In many areas of life, persistence is necessary. In a career, in personal growth, in achieving goals, effort brings results. But love operates differently. Love is not a prize to be won through sheer determination. It is a connection that happens when two people are meant to walk the same path. When we try to force a relationship to work despite warning signs, doubts, or incompatibilities, we set ourselves up for frustration and disappointment. Love that is forced may last for a while, but it rarely thrives. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to fit someone into their life who is not meant to be there. This happens when we focus more on what we want than on what is right. We meet someone who seems promising, and instead of asking whether they truly align with our values, goals, and faith, we try to mold the relationship into something that works. We ignore the signs that things don't feel natural. We convince ourselves that if we just try harder, the relationship will become what we dream of. But love is not meant to be built on struggle. A strong relationship requires effort, but effort should be about nurturing a bond, not forcing it to exist in the first place. The most fulfilling relationships happen through alignment. This means that both people are moving in the same direction, not pulling against each other. Their values match, their visions for the future complement one another, and their connection feels natural. This kind of relationship is not about perfect compatibility in every small detail, but about a shared foundation. It is about two people who are individually whole and find that their lives fit together in a way that brings out the best in both of them. Alignment does not mean there will be no challenges. Every relationship faces obstacles, but when two people are truly meant to be together, those challenges become opportunities for growth rather than sources of constant struggle. A relationship built on alignment brings peace, not confusion. It brings clarity, not uncertainty. When a relationship is right, it does not need constant justification or endless doubts. Instead, it feels like two lives coming together in a way that makes sense. One of the reasons alignment is so important is because love is about more than emotions. Feelings are powerful, but they can also be misleading. Attraction and chemistry may spark a relationship, but they are not enough to sustain it. A lasting relationship requires a deeper connection, one that is built on shared values, mutual respect, and a common purpose. This is why love should never be based solely on passion or desire. Those things are important, but they fade without something stronger underneath. When two people are aligned in their faith, their vision, and their purpose, their love has a foundation that can endure anything. Patience is key when waiting for the right alignment. It can be tempting to settle for a relationship that is good enough, rather than waiting for one that is truly right. But a love that is meant for you will never have to be forced. It will come naturally at the right time with the right person and for the right purpose. Instead of chasing, forcing, or worrying, the best thing anyone can do is prepare, grow, develop, and trust that the right relationship will come when the time is right. Love is not a battle to be won or a puzzle to be forced together. It is an alignment that happens when two people are ready for each other. And when it happens, it will not feel like something you have to fight to keep. It will feel like something you were always meant to have. Love is often seen as an emotional connection, a feeling that brings two people together. While emotions play a role, love is much deeper than just attraction or companionship. A truly meaningful relationship is not just about finding someone to share life with, it's about fulfilling a greater purpose together. Love is not only about what makes us happy, but also about what makes us better. When two people come together, their relationship should be more than just comfort and companionship. It should inspire growth, encourage faith, and bring out the best in both individuals. A strong relationship is not just about having fun together, but about supporting each other in ways that align with a bigger vision for life. It's about creating something greater than just a romantic connection. One of the greatest signs of a purposeful relationship is that it pushes both individuals toward their highest potential. When love is aligned with a greater purpose, it encourages personal and spiritual growth. A strong partner doesn't just make life easier, they make life more meaningful. They challenge, motivate, and support their partner in becoming the best version of themselves. This kind of love is not selfish. It is about giving, serving, and growing together. Many relationships fail because they are built solely on emotions, attraction, or temporary excitement. While these things are important, they are not enough to sustain a relationship in the long run. Passion may fade, circumstances may change, and challenges will arise. A relationship that is built on purpose, however, will withstand the test of time. When two people share a vision and support each other's goals, their relationship becomes more than just a personal connection. It becomes a partnership that has lasting impact. A purposeful relationship is also about serving something greater than just the individuals involved. It is about being part of something bigger, whether that is building a strong family, supporting a community, or fulfilling a calling that impacts others. Love is not just about personal happiness, but about contributing to the world in a meaningful way. When two people come together with a shared purpose, their relationship becomes a source of inspiration, not only for themselves, but also for those around them. Finding a relationship with true purpose requires patience and wisdom. It means looking beyond surface level attraction and asking deeper questions. Does this person share similar values? Do they encourage growth? Do they bring clarity and peace rather than confusion and chaos? A relationship that is aligned with purpose will feel natural, supportive, and fulfilling. It will not feel like something that constantly needs to be fixed or forced. Relationships that lack purpose often become draining. They may bring temporary happiness, but without a strong foundation, they can lead to disappointment and frustration. A relationship should not feel like a constant struggle to make things work. While every relationship requires effort, it should not feel like an uphill battle with no clear direction. Love that is rooted in purpose will bring stability, meaning, and a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond temporary emotions. When choosing a partner, the focus should not just be on how they make you feel in the moment, but on how they fit into the bigger picture of your life. Love should not pull you away from your purpose, but align with it. The right person will not distract from your calling, but will strengthen it. When two people share a vision and walk in the same direction, their relationship becomes more than just love, it becomes a mission. A relationship built on purpose is one that lasts. It is one that brings joy, fulfillment, and meaning beyond just the individuals involved. It is about creating something bigger, something lasting, something that makes a difference. And when love is aligned with purpose, it doesn't just make life better, it makes life complete. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions, And when it comes to relationships, it can lead to decisions that are not based on faith or wisdom, but on desperation and anxiety. Many people settle in relationships not because they have found the right person, but because they are afraid of being alone. The fear of never finding love, of falling behind compared to others, or of facing uncertainty about the future pushes people to accept relationships that do not truly align with their values, purpose, or long-term happiness. But love should never be built on fear. It should be built on trust, patience, and faith. Settling happens when fear overrides faith. It happens when doubts about the future become louder than trust in the right timing. People convince themselves that it's better to be with anyone, than to wait for the right person. They stay in relationships where they feel unfulfilled, misunderstood, or even disrespected because they believe it's their best option. They ignore warning signs, excuse toxic behavior, and lower their standards just to avoid the discomfort of being alone. But settling never leads to true happiness. Instead, it creates a cycle of regret, resentment, and emotional exhaustion. A relationship that is built on fear will always require constant justification. Instead of feeling peace and certainty, there will be lingering doubts. Instead of joy and security, there will be anxiety and second guessing. Love should not feel like something that needs to be forced. It should bring clarity, confidence, and a sense of purpose. A strong relationship does not require someone to sacrifice their values, dreams, or well-being just to keep it going. Faith, on the other hand, is the opposite of fear. Faith is trusting that what is meant for you will not pass you by. It is believing that you do not need to lower your standards, chase love, or force something that is not right. Faith means understanding that waiting is not wasted time. Every season of singleness is an opportunity for growth, self-discovery, and preparation for the right relationship. When people operate from faith instead of fear, they make decisions based on confidence rather than desperation. They recognize their worth, stand by their values, and refuse to accept anything less than what aligns with their purpose. Trusting in faith also means embracing patience. In a world that promotes instant gratification, waiting can feel frustrating, but waiting is not about doing nothing, it's about preparing. Instead of rushing into a relationship out of fear, this time should be used to grow spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. It's a time to develop self-awareness, work on personal goals, and build a life that is fulfilling on its own. A person who is content and whole within themselves will never feel pressured to settle. They will be able to recognize when love is right rather than accepting something out of fear. Another reason people settle is because they believe love should be difficult. They have seen relationships that are full of struggle and assume that forcing things to work is normal. While every relationship requires effort, there is a difference between healthy effort and exhausting struggle. A relationship should challenge you to grow, but it should not make you feel lost, undervalued, or constantly uncertain. A love that is truly right will not require someone to beg for respect, affection, or consistency. The most fulfilling relationships happen when two people come together not because they are afraid of being alone, but because they are confident in themselves and in each other. Love should be a choice made from a place of strength, not fear. It should feel like something that adds to life, not something that drains it. When love is approached with faith instead of fear, there is no need to rush or settle. The right relationship will come at the right time, with the right person, for the right purpose. And when that happens, there will be no doubt, no fear, only the certainty that it was always meant to be. Love is not just about finding the right person, it is about sustaining the relationship in a way that allows it to thrive. Many people focus so much on the search for a partner that they overlook one of the most important aspects of a successful relationship, nurturing and protecting the connection once it begins. Love is not something that simply exists on its own. It requires effort, commitment, and continuous investment. A strong relationship does not happen by accident, it is built intentionally. One of the most essential elements of a lasting relationship is communication. Many relationships struggle not because the love isn't real, but because communication is weak. People assume their partner knows how they feel, but love cannot survive on assumptions. It requires words, actions, and constant reassurance. Open and honest communication creates trust, deepens emotional connection, and ensures that both individuals feel valued and understood. It means not only speaking, but also listening, truly hearing what the other person is saying, understanding their feelings, and responding with empathy. Another key factor in maintaining a strong relationship is prioritization. In a world full of distractions, it is easy to let other things take priority. Careers, social obligations, personal ambitions. While these things are important, love cannot be placed on the sidelines and expected to thrive. A relationship must be nurtured with time, attention, and intentional effort. The strongest relationships are those in which both individuals make each other a priority, even when life gets busy. It is about choosing love every single day, not just when it is convenient. Respect is also a fundamental part of protecting love. Without respect, love loses its foundation. Respect means valuing the other person's opinions, honoring their individuality, and treating them with kindness, even in difficult moments. It means never taking them for granted, never speaking to them with cruelty, and never allowing outside influences to damage the bond that has been built. A relationship that is protected with respect will withstand challenges because both people will know that they are valued for who they truly are. Another way to sustain love is through continuous growth. A relationship should not remain stagnant. People evolve, life changes, and relationships must adapt. Love is not about finding someone and expecting them to stay the same forever. It is about growing together, learning from one another, and embracing change as a team. A healthy relationship encourages personal and spiritual growth. It challenges both individuals to be better versions of themselves while providing a safe and supportive space for that growth to happen. One of the biggest threats to love is complacency. Many relationships start off strong but weaken over time because the effort fades. People stop doing the small things that made their relationship special. Acts of kindness, words of affirmation, expressions of gratitude. Love is not just about grand gestures. It is about consistency in the little things. A simple "I appreciate you" or an unexpected act of kindness can keep the connection alive. Love does not disappear overnight, but it does fade when it is not actively nurtured. Trust is another vital element in protecting a relationship. Without trust, love becomes fragile. Trust is built through honesty, reliability, and integrity. It means keeping promises, being transparent, and ensuring that actions match words. When trust is present, a relationship feels safe and secure. When trust is broken, even the strongest love can begin to crumble. Protecting trust means making choices that honor the commitment that has been made. Love is not just about finding the right person and hoping for the best. It is about continuously choosing to protect, nurture, and grow the relationship. It requires patience, intentionality, and a deep commitment to making it last. The strongest relationships are not those without challenges, but those where both people are willing to work through challenges together. Love does not sustain itself. It is sustained by the people who choose to fight for it, cherish it, and never take it for granted.